Hey guys, I'm Sage Valentine. Welcome to my channel of the same name. Right now, I'm going to review Big Brother Season 17, Episode number 9. This is probably going to be a very quick review because honestly, there's not much to talk about, and this episode to me was kind of boring. Not so much because Davon is no longer in the game, but because these people are not making moves and not really playing the game. They're just like throwing darts at a wall and figuring out, oh, we should just put up this person and that person. But the threat is slinking around the house, planting seeds and starting things all over. But now I finally found out why she's still in this game. Because Austin feels like if she goes, then he becomes a target. He feels like he has orchestrated everything that's happened in this house. I beg to differ, but that's just me. Now, as far as everybody saving the twins have their own alliance. It happened while they were in utero. They're only going to save one another. They're not even going to save Austin. To be 100% real with you guys, they're not going to save Austin. They're going to use Austin as far as they can, and then if he comes between them and the money, or if it seems like he will, they'll get rid of him. Now, as far as the nominations, those weren't really a big surprise because I already knew that Jason was going to go on the block. As if Meg needed any more stress, they put her back on the block. And as you can see, she's angry because she barreled right into Clay. And I was laughing because karma's just coming for Clay all through this game completely. But those were Austin's nominees. And then Vanessa decided to nominate James and John. Now, she nominated James because of that situation surrounding Jace being booted out of the game, which was probably coming from Austin, and Austin should be doing his own dirty work, but see, he's smart enough to allow Vanessa to get her hands dirty. So, or basically push her to get her hands dirty. Poor Vanessa. But she put James up against John. And the thing about John is just like John feels safe because he's been winning all these competitions and he feels like, oh, it's so cool. I can throw this again. But, I don't feel good about this. But, I have no choice. No, I've seen other people in other seasons back away and say, no, I threw it before. Please don't make me do it again. And they find somebody else to do it. But John is going to get himself into a situation where they might put him up against Steve just to be funny and tell them they're both pawns, and then Steve runs and wins the veto, and then John is on the block and John goes home. Never ever throw any type of competition in this game. Never. James knew he was going to go on the block, but he feels safe knowing that Audrey is the person that's supposed to be backdoored this week. Now, we all know that has been the same story for 2 weeks, and as you can see, Miss Audrey Middleton is still in the game. So James needs to wake up and get himself into the game and realize that he has a huge target on him along with Jeff, but they're not even letting Jeff know he has this target. And honestly, the way that they portrayed Jeff in this episode, they made him look so dense. Speaking of Jeff, because Big Brother may not even show this at all, this weekend there's been some controversy surrounding Jeff on the show, basically. And it had to do with Liz. Jeff was in the bed next to Liz, and Jeff was playing with himself. And he touched Liz on the shoulder, and there was a spot on her shirt, which some people say that the spot was probably already there. But the point was, once again, you have another house guest disrespecting another house guest by touching themselves in the bed on national television. And they're still allowed to stay in this house. Now, obviously, Jace left the house because Jace was being a little bit lewd on top of everything else and completely turned off the house guests. But this situation, hopefully Big Brother does something about this, because that was disgusting. And I saw the video and it was gross. Just gross. Like, cool your jets, calm it down. Because I remember in other seasons when the guys had to do that, there was something called the Jack Shack. Google that. Mike Boogie. Google that. That's all I'm going to tell you. Just Google that. But other than that, as far as this episode goes, like, that's about it. I'm glad that Jason and Meg won the Battle of the Block. They saved themselves. Because poor James was trying as hard as he could to win, but John was barely doing anything, just looking. And I thought it was pretty funny when John's name was announced, and you can see Jason side-eyeing him like he's going to throw it again. He's going to throw it again. And there's this whole controversy regarding the twins. Whereas one of the twins was labeled Thickums by Davon, and a whole bunch of people interpreted that as being fat, or meaning fat. It does not. In African American Vernacular English, AAVE, for all of you, yes, go Google AAVE. Thick or thickums basically means a curvy woman. It does not mean fat. Fat means just fat. If folks were going to call you fat, they'd call you fat. But in AAVE, if someone calls you thick, you're curvy. You're a Kim Kardashian. You're Beyonce before she went vegan. You're a J-Lo. You're a Nicki Minaj. I could go on and on and on with that, but it does not mean fat. And Vanessa made a really messed up comment as well when she said something about, she basically told Liz that she needs to stop eating as much because her sister looks thinner than her. And I thought it was hilarious how no one wants to give Davon any credit for being the person that uncovered the twin twist. That brilliant lady was the one that did it, not Vanessa. But see, I don't even want to get into that whole thing with Davon because I'm trying to be woosah and calm and just let it go, like the song. But until next time, you all take care and just wait till you see who wins the veto. That's all I'm going to tell you. And hopefully Big Brother includes that fight between, or argument between Meg and Audrey, because it's something to see. And wait till you guys see Gronk's shower party. Don't forget to rate this video, leave your comments and your questions, and let me know what you thought about this episode. And I love you guys. I'm off to bed. It is what it is. Bye, guys. Bye.